Today we'll be showing you how to use the Instron machine for your tendon valve materials testing.
Before you begin, make sure you wear your personal protective clothing such as gloves, goggles, and your lab coat.
To run your experiments on the Instron, first you have to make sure that there's enough compressed air in the compressor for the machine to run. To do this, first make sure that the release valve for the CO2 tank is closed. The tank should be completely empty if the group before you has done what they are supposed to do and emptied the tank. So spin this valve until it is completely closed, and once it is, then flip this red lever and allow the machine to equilibrate so that you will have enough compressed air.
So after you have turned on the pump, you want to turn on the extensometer and the Instron machine before you run the program on the computer. The program on our computer is on a desktop and it's called Blue Hill. Before you test your tendon, measure the width and the thickness of your tendon with a caliper so you can input these values into the Blue Hill software. Once the Blue Hill software is loaded, get your chicken tendon and bring it to the Instron machine. First, lower the top clamp to an appropriate height for a chicken tendon. Place the chicken tendon into the first clamp, making sure it's perpendicular to the ground. In order to close the clamp, stop on the orange pedal on the ground. And then while you lower and guide the tendon into a second clamp, making sure it's still perpendicular, close the bottom clamp, again pressing on the bottom pedal. Be sure to use the forceps the whole time when managing the tendon in the clamp area. In order to get accurate gauge length of your tendon, use the extensometer in the Blue Hill software by clicking this button. After clicking on the button, you will see an image of your tendon, which should be perpendicular to the ground and parallel to the dotted line. The red light will then turn on our extensometer, and in order for extensometer to see the gauge length of your tendon, use the supplied black marker to draw dots on your tendon. Be sure to draw dots not too close to the top or bottom, but enough so the machine can identify where it is. After you have drawn one dot on the top and bottom, the machine should recognize the two dots. If the machine does not recognize your two black dots, you could change the frame of reference for a machine so it will recognize your dots more easily. The two red squares show that the machine recognizes the black dots and is ready to get the gauge length. To run a test, click Test and select your method, and then run your test. After your test is completed, take out your tendon. Be sure to only use forceps to grab your tendon. Release the clamps by kicking into the back of the orange pedal, and dispose of your tendon to the proper waste bin. After you have completed all your tests, go ahead and turn off the Blue Hill software, and then the Instron machine, and also the extensometer.
Finally, after you finish all of your experiments on the Instron for that day, be sure to release all of the remaining compressed air from the compressed air tank. Before doing this, make sure you flip the red lever up to off, and then open the release valve to let the remaining air out of the tank.